Hi everyone, I'm Sam the Miracle Man. I help people create miracles in their life, just as I created in my life, that I reversed those 5 incurable diseases, including multiple sclerosis. When I was dealing with MS, I was about 50 pounds heavier than I am now because I was just really slow down. It's a vicious disease at times. But I got out of my head trash, this garbage, and really discovered that I'm a perfect spirit, just as you are a perfect spirit. So someone requested this weight loss meditation. So I figured, okay, let's do this. I have no idea what's going to come forward. I simply get this mind offline and allow my perfect spirit to guide the way. Because when I follow this voice, the impossible becomes possible. And that's how we create miracles, by tapping into here. So if this is useful to you, I'd love to hear your comments, and I would love your support. I'm trying to switch everything over to donation base. I live in New York City. It's a challenge, but I just trust that I will be supported because I just want to share this love for everyone after dealing with pain and suffering for 38 years that I no longer have. I really just want to serve the world and not worry about the rewards. As long as I have a roof overhead, some food, some light, internet, computer, I'm good. So let's dive in today. So we're just sitting here relaxing. There's no way to sit, hold your hands, breathe. We simply suggest closing your eyes to remove all those external distractions. And if your mind gets busy, and it will, don't judge yourself. Just bring your attention back to your hands, your feet, this voice, and just keep bringing it back as the mind gets lost in the world of noise. Just absolutely no judgment. We have to learn to love ourselves unconditionally. And this is where the magic happens. So as we're just sitting here relaxing with nothing to do, nothing to accomplish, because the greatest gift we can give to ourselves is to take time to get to know the true self, our perfect spirit. So the divine love within me connects to the divine love within you. We are connected. We are one. So there's a few causes for weight gain. Some could be through medicine. Some could be through some stress, anxiety, worries. Some could be from a thyroid that is not performing properly and it slows our metabolism down. Or perhaps your body has an affinity to store food. We don't want to judge, we just want to explore. So today is an exploration to realize that I live in my body, I know it the best. I simply have to quiet my mind to know my truth from perfect spirit. So if you notice you're gaining some weight from medicine, just notice, are you eating properly? Are you drinking enough? Are you exercising? What are your feelings? Why is this medicine causing weight gain? Only you really know that answer. Just allow the mind to grow quiet and trust your instinct that arises. Why do I gain weight taking this medicine? Trust that information. To realize that our instincts, our intuition comes first, and your mind comes second, telling you why the first voice is incorrect. The first voice is always our truth. The mind is constantly lying, constantly casting its opinions, beliefs. It's a false reality in the mind. So perhaps your intuition was that your metabolism is too slow, that your thyroid's underactive. So let's send some healing energy into the thyroid. So our techniques make no sense. You cannot logic this out. Just trust this process. If you have insights that your metabolism is slow, ask yourself, if you're not sure, why do I gain weight? Trust the first thing that arises. If it was medicine, go to the first part. If it's metabolism, this part. And the next part will be perhaps on food or belief systems. But so if it's metabolism, let's explore metabolism. How your body uses the food for fuel, if you will. And sometimes it processes too slow, if you will, slowing down the metabolism. So we want to speed up our metabolism in natural ways to realize that we have all the resources within us, that we're not lacking anything in any aspect. Once again, do not try to logic. Just visualize these steps and trust in your perfect spirit to allow this to happen. So see your throat. Focus all your attention onto your throat, like you're mentally touching your throat with your hand, but it's mentally. Just feel yourself touching your throat. As you're touching your throat, you're feeling it. Where does it feel stuck? Where does it feel like it needs attention? And as you're touching your throat mentally, see that you're breathing a blue energy into the throat, or painting blue energy into the throat, that you'll know what feels right to you, of how do I get this blue energy into my throat to support the thyroid. So if you can't mentally touch or paint the area, then see you breathing in blue light. Breathe in blue light. Exhale silver. And notice on the silver, there's junk. There's stuff in there that's not serving you. And it's pulling it out. So breathe in this blue light. Or it could be blue water, whatever resonates with you. And then exhale, silver light or silver water. Whatever feels right to you is perfect. Do that. So if you feel like you can touch it, touch those areas and see your fingers sending this blue energy light into the throat, the thyroid, where you feel discomfort, where it doesn't feel quite right, where something feels off. Just trust your instincts. They are right. But keep feeling your throat. And maybe you take, instead of mentally touching your throat with your mind, maybe you'll physically lay hands onto your throat. It could be one, it could be two. But feel yourself really touching your throat. And feel this blue energy coming out your fingertips, mending and healing the throat. That you are the orchestra of your body. You live here, you know it the best. So just trust how you're touching your throat. Maybe you're stroking it. Maybe you're pushing certain points in, like acupressure for the throat. These points. Maybe you're seeing some energy stuck. Or you can just mentally see your throat breathing in blue, exhaling silver. And you can always go back and watch this meditation again to allow the mind to go quiet. Healing can happen in one session, one practice, or it may take several, or perhaps even months, depending on your mental debris, your mental head trash, and how much you trust and believe in yourself and your abilities. That we're sending you a lot of divine love and support. But you could have a mental block saying this will never work. So you may need to clear this block. Maybe by going back and listening to our head trash clearing practices or the daily mental shower. But just keep yourself visualizing, breathing in blue, exhaling silver. And find the shade of blue that works for you. It could be a dark blue, an aqua blue, a sky blue, a pale blue. It's your color, your recipe. And the silver could be different as well. It could be a gray. It could be a different shade of blue on the exhale. And you can paint, you can touch. You can do all these areas. So just taking that moment to explore those areas. Then we'll move on to the belief systems that cause us to gain weight. We're just sitting here honoring the body, for the greatest gift is taking time for ourselves, to love ourselves unconditionally, to never criticize ourselves, to never give the body ammunition to create autoimmune diseases. So now we want to examine our belief systems. For we all know to eat fruits, vegetables, but we find ourselves eating candy, ice cream, snacks, cakes, cookies. That's not in our greatest interests. Or drinking Coca-Cola, or some kind of soda, or perhaps a lot of beer. But you see how that's not really supporting you. Because you have this belief system. The mind wants instant gratification. From living from spirit is a challenge to override the gratitude function of the mind. So now we just feel this divine love pouring down. It looks like this golden energy with this pink swirled in, just slowly creating this vortex into your mind, clearing out those belief systems that contain happiness equals food, sugar equals happiness, cake equals happiness, burgers equal happiness, ice cream equals happiness. Just washing away all those beliefs of instant gratification, to realize that I only have this one body. I can't order a new body, so I have to nourish and cherish this one body. So we're just allowing the thoughts to clear that are tied to food and beverage equals happiness. Just allowing this vortex to keep swirling through the brain, this golden pink energy. And once again, if you don't feel a vortex, use the breathing exercise or the painting exercise and see the mind breathing in pink, right in the center of the forehead, breathing in pink, and out the back is exhaling this muddy water, this muddy color. And once again, it's your colors. If it's pink, if it's golden, yellow, breathing, exhaling silver, gray, pale white, it's ultimately your recipe. You feel into this. What is best for you? For some, there's some childhood trauma that's tied to your eating patterns. We're not really addressing that deeply today, for this requires more intensive work. And we urge you to reach out for help, to visit his site, to schedule a free session, so we can create that recipe unique to you, to break those karmic bonds. That's much deeper work, but it is possible. For all things are possible once we clear the mind. Now perhaps your body is just overweight and you're not quite sure. So we're going to give you another tool. Once again, no logic, no understanding, just a trust, a deep trust of your perfect spirit. So now it seems like your primary angel, your spirit guide, if you will, has come to you to assist. She or he hands you what looks like a butter knife. It's about 6 inches long, but it's a little bit wider, and maybe it's like an inch wide, but it's rather thin. It's pretty thin, about an inch wide, 6 inches long, with a small handle. Looks like a little paddle, but it's silver. It's very shiny. Yours could be golden. Whatever color paddle for you is perfect. It could be wooden. It really does not matter. It contains the same magical properties. So you just take this paddle to areas that you perceive as holding onto too much weight. And as you rub this onto your leg, you can physically see the paddle in your hand, and you're rubbing your leg, you're rubbing your belly, you're rubbing your arm, you're rubbing your neck, you're rubbing your back, your legs, your calves. Whatever it is, you're rubbing it with that paddle. But you're seeing what's coming from this paddle is this energy, this purple energy coming from the paddle, and it's accelerating the cells. It's almost like heating up those cells to get them to melt away the fat particles. So this paddle has this divine energy coming from it. This purple energy just emanating from this paddle. And you're just going over the areas, sending this high vibrating purple energy, but very slow, very methodical. And visualize the energy coming from the paddle into those cells, and see those cells dissolving, and see that energy merging back out through your feet. Maybe you see this energy, this gunk, just exiting your feet and feeling your feet very grounded into the body. For some, this energy will just leave. The cells will just leave through your feet. And for some, it will be a physical purging. You may find you need to use the bathroom more while you do this, because you're removing all that excess. But just keep drinking fluid so you don't get dehydrated. Purging may be necessary for some. Some can do it energetically. Every body is different. Trust your spirit to lead and guide the way. So you have this magic paddle. It could be a different magic object. And it could emanate a different color. Whatever is your paddle, your color, it's perfect for you. But visualize, see how that object and that color dissolve the fat cells within you. You can even use this paddle over your throat to increase your metabolism. That there are no rules to weight loss. Just have to find your way. Is it your belief system? Is it your body's affinity to store fat cells? Is it metabolism? Is it medicine? Ultimately, what is best for you? This is all that matters. Let go of others for their external validation. It's not serving you. Realize you live in your body. You know it the best. And realize you're surrounded by angels. Your primary angel, your primary guide, is with you right now, assisting you with your paddle, with helping creating these vortex, giving you insights on what colors work best for you, whether to use your hands, your fingers as your paddles, to use your palms. Whatever it is perfect. Trust that perfection. Knowing that all is well if I listen to spirit, if I don't get lost in the mind, this mental garbage, this head trash. It does not serve you, loved one. You are deeply, deeply loved. You are lovable. You are enough. For you have all the resources within you. You are divine. That we attribute miracles to divine authority. Your perfect spirit is the divine authority. You can create this miracle in your life. Once again, do this practice. Keep listening to this over and over again. Till you have your routine, you have your ritual on how to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20, 40, 50, 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds. There's no rules on how you have to lose weight. You just have to find your way and allow spirit to guide you. To think of your spirit as the lighthouse, always leading you down the correct path the right way. And the mind is the one creating darkness, constantly slamming you into the rocky shores. So keep listening to our videos. Find the one that resonates with you. Let go of the rest. For this is your body. You live here. Your spirit knows it well. Trust, have faith in you as we wish you well and blessings. May you know peace. May you know comfort. May you know happiness. And we want to gently come back into this moment, opening our eyes when it feels right, to touch our body, to touch our hands, our legs, this body. A lot was covered here today. If this was useful to you, please consider a donation. This is how I do support myself. That I lived in pain for 38 years. I had no one to assist me. I simply learned to let go of my mind, allow my spirit to take over. This is my passion. I want to impact thousands of people a day to get them in tune to their perfect spirit. The greatest reward is people tapping into their own power. That brings me great joy, great pleasure when I'm working with someone, coming into the session very sad, defeated, and smiling, filling with joy like, I got this. I follow my spirit and I got this. I know how to live through spirit. Spirit is the one made in the image and likeness of God. That God loves you unconditionally. The universe, the creator, all that is. Whatever resonates with you is perfect. Because the words that can be spoken is not the great truth. Your spirit is beyond words. It's beyond understanding. It's the place of miracles. And I love you deeply, deeply, deeply. Just send me any questions, visit my site, reach out. I'm here to help you. I suffered for way too long. I really don't want you to suffer anymore. I'm here for you. Blessings, peace, lots and lots of love for you, lots of compassion for you. That the mind is lying to you. Please understand that. But don't criticize yourself. Just love who you are. This divine, perfect spirit. Blessings, blessings, blessings. God loves you just as you are. I love you just as you are. And when you love yourself unconditionally, miracles happen. The body transforms in ways we cannot explain. But we're always so lack that we don't have the resources within us. You do. You really do. All right. Bye for now.